Hello and welcome to ABC Interactive English. I am Mike.
And I am Nina. Today we are covering part A of Flowers Can Say a Lot.
Yes, flowers can send messages.
Yes,
of course,
they can.
We know that flowers are beautiful. Flowers make any room seem nicer and prettier. And of course, a lot of flowers smell wonderful. But depending on what is going on in your life and different relationships with people you might have, you can actually use flowers to send messages or communicate.
Yeah, that's true. I think sometimes with different kinds of flowers or different colors, it could mean different things.
Yes, and some of this can also get into culture too. In some parts of the world, some flowers and their colors can send one message, but in another part of the world, maybe a different one. We were talking about this before, and you, Nina, told me that you like to have flowers around your house.
I love flowers because they smell nice and they look beautiful. And when you receive them, you feel like the other person is thinking about you.
It does kind of make things special, doesn't it? Do you always kind of buy the same flowers because you think they're pretty or you like the smell, or do you like to change it and maybe have different flowers in the summer and the winter and other times?
Yeah, I do like to change it up a little bit, but I do have a favorite, which are sunflowers.
Sunflowers, I love, but they're so big.
They are, but they put me in a good mood.
Sunflowers I like. I think the flower I like is similar, daisies, you know, with that nice yellow center and the white petals. They're very pretty. And of course, when we're sending a message, when we're saying a lot with flowers, I think a lot of people would think of roses, saying, I love you, or maybe for Mother's Day, you would buy those carnations because they say, I love you, Mom, but I don't want to go on a date with you. Just I love you. Whereas flowers are I love you in a different way. And that's just one way we can say a lot with flowers. So let's find out more in our dialogue. Martha and Stuart are at a botanical garden.
Wow, it's a sea of tulips. They're so colorful, like roses and orchids.
Hey, did you know that there's a tulip in almost every color?
Yes, that's why they're my favorite flower.
Really? I guess lilies. Many of your clothes have lilies on them.
Okay, so we are here with our dialogue. It's the first of 3 articles about how flowers can say a lot. So by the end of this, we will all be fluent in flowers, meaning we will know how to send messages and communicate using flowers. So let's begin today with our first dialogue. What's going on? It says Martha and Stuart, those are our 2 characters. Martha and Stuart are at a botanical garden, which is a great place to look at flowers. Now, of course, at a botanical garden, you can't buy the flowers. A botanical garden is like a zoo for flowers, right?
Plants,
you go there and plants, and you'll see many flowers and plants, often from all around the world. There's a botanical garden in Taipei City, not far from the president's house, not far from the Chiang Kai-shek Memorial building there. And so that's the kind of place they are, with flowers all around. So let's see what's going on with Martha as she begins the dialogue.
Okay, so Martha says, wow, it's a sea of tulips. They're so colorful, like roses and orchids. Okay, a sea of tulips. So it's not, maybe it's not in the ocean, no, right? It means it's a very large number of things, like it looks like it's the ocean. For example, there was a sea of people at the concert. Oh.
Wow, like People Mountain, People Sea. This is Flower Mountain, Flower Sea. And of course, when you have that many flowers, it would generally be very colorful. If something is colorful, it is, full of color. Now, we don't usually mean one color and it's very bright. We often mean lots of colors and they're all very bright.
Yes.
So if you look at the makeup of a clown, that's often very colorful. If you go to a place where people are wearing all sorts of different fashions and styles, especially in the summertime, wow, look at all the colorful clothes on the people there. And yes, of course, flowers can be very colorful too, especially when you have many kinds and many colors.
Yeah.
So Stuart is looking at this flower, the sea of flowers as well. And then he says something interesting. He says, hey, did you know that there's a tulip in almost every color?
Ooh, I did not know that.
Interesting.
That is
yeah.
very interesting.
When I think of tulips, I think of red, maybe yellow, but blue, black, pink. Okay, pink tulips, definitely.
Wow.
I did not know that. Well, we're going to find out more about this after we check in with Tina.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Tina. Martha 和 Stuart 在植物园里，他们看到了一片郁金香花海。Martha 说，它们像玫瑰和兰花一样色彩缤纷。Stuart 问 Martha 知不知道郁金香几乎每种颜色都有。那刚刚对话里提到的单字有 colorful 形容词，色彩缤纷的。Gina wore a colorful dress to the party. Gina 穿着色彩缤纷的洋装去参加派对。文法的部分提到了 a sea of 一大片的，这是一个固定用法。sea 在这里指的是大量。举例来说 ，There was a sea of stars in the night sky. 夜空中有一大片的星星。Did you know that 加主词加动词，你知道什么吗？用于发问者已知某资讯，确认对方是否知道。如果用 Do you know 则是问对方当下是否知道某事。我们先来看看例句。Did you know that birds can fly very high? 你知道鸟可以飞得很高吗？我们再来看看现在是 Do you know 的例句。Do you know that your friend is waiting outside? 你知道你的朋友在外面等着吗？接着我们回到对话当中。
Okay, we're back. We're looking at a sea of flowers along with Stuart and Martha. Stuart just said that there is a tulip in almost every color.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
It is. So Martha responds, yes, that's why they're my favorite flower.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so Martha likes the fact that tulips can come in so many different colors because not all the flowers have that, right?
It would be kind of cool to have a little vase or a little collection of like black and white tulips. That would be a very interesting look in a home or an office or somewhere like that. And of course, there are the more usual colors like pink or yellow or red. And Stuart says, really? I guessed lilies. So when you're thinking of someone and what their favorite flower might be, you told us that yours is sunflowers. Yours are sunflowers. Well, apparently Martha's are tulips, but Stuart, knowing her, he would have guessed lilies, which are also very beautiful. Many of your clothes have lilies on them. Oh, okay. So she'll wear a dress or a blouse or something like that, and it will have lilies on it. That's why he would guess that that is her favorite flower. When you guess, you basically take what little information that you know and you try to come up with an answer. You try to come up with an idea. You don't really know everything, but you're kind of, let me think, and I'll take the things that I know, the things that I've learned before maybe, and I'll try to come up with an answer. So it's better to, of course, know the answer.
Yeah.
But if you don't know and someone needs an answer, you just, you guess. That's what you do. And then what you say, your answer that you thought of is also your guess. So we can use it as a noun. So his guess was that lilies were her favorite flower, but he guessed, to use it as a verb, he guessed wrong. It's actually tulips. And he was guessing lilies because she often has lily patterns or designs or pictures on her clothes.
Yes, so clothes are the things you wear. We are wearing clothes. For example, she bought new clothes for the trip.
Yeah, pants, shirts, dresses, skirts, things like that. We might say hats or clothes, right? Shoes, maybe. Belts and necklaces and jewelry. No, those would not be clothes. They're things that cover your body and keep you warm, for example. All right, let's go over to Tina. She's wearing some lovely clothes today.
Martha 知道郁金香几乎每种颜色都有，因为这是她最喜欢的花。但是 Stuart 以为她最喜欢百合，因为 Martha 的衣服上都有百合花。好，我们先来看看单字 guess， 动词猜想、推测。Can you guess what's inside the box？ 你能猜出盒子里是什么吗？ Clothes， 名词，衣服，它横为复数形式哦。Tom buys his clothes at that shopping mall. Tom 都在那家购物中心买衣服。好，接着我们回到对话当中。
Okay, thank you, Tina. Now, let's go to the second part of the dialogue after the break where we learn more about these flowers.
Those clothes are from my grandmother. She calls me her little Lily.
That's so sweet. Look, there are some lilies over there.
Cool. Can you take my picture with them? I want to send it to my grandma.
I'd be happy to do that.
All right, we are back and we're learning about lilies and tulips. Now, one of those flowers is Martha's favorite. She loves tulips, but her friend Stuart was going to guess lilies because she often has lilies on her clothes.
Yes.
But there's actually a reason for that. And
Right.
we're going to get into that reason right now.
Okay, let's find out. Martha says, those clothes are from my grandmother.
Oh.
She calls me her little Lily.
Aww.
That is very cute.
That's so cute.
So grandmother is the mother of one of your parents, right?
Yes.
For example, my grandmother makes delicious soup. Don't
yes.
they all?
A lot of people might have two grandmothers at some time, a grandmother, grandfather on one side and the other side. So there you go. And just as I was thinking, Stuart says, that's so sweet. That's so cute and kind and lovely. Your grandmother calls you her little Lily. She buys you those clothes. That is so sweet, so nice, so lovely. And then look, he says there are some lilies over there. So they can go and look at the lilies and compare them. I think also here in Taiwan, right, we have those calla lilies that grow up on Yanmingshan, I believe. In the springtime, maybe people often go up and pick those too. So, of course, yes, lilies are flowers that grow here in Taiwan. Aren't we lucky? All right, let's go over to Tina. We were going to find out maybe what flowers she enjoys, but we're definitely going to find out some cool grammar and vocabulary.
原来 Martha 的外婆总是送给 Martha 有百合图案的衣服 ，Stuart 才会以为 Martha 最喜欢百合花，而且外婆都会叫 Martha 小百合。我们先来看看单字 grandmother 名词指的就是祖母或者是外祖母，也叫做 grandma。My grandmother made delicious cookies for me. 我的祖母为我做了美味的饼干。文法的部分刚刚提到了 That's so sweet 好温馨，这是一个感叹句 Sweet 的意思是贴心的，令人感动的。我们来看看这个对话 Ethan always remembers his girlfriend's favorite food. Ethan 总是记得他女友最喜欢的食物 That's so sweet 好贴心。接着我们回到对话当中
Okay, thank you, Tina. Now continuing, Martha says, cool. Can you take my picture with them? I want to send it to my grandma.
Oh,
so
how lovely.
She wants to take her picture with the lilies. I guess if she sends that to her grandma will be very happy that she is thinking of her.
There you go. If she's wearing one of her lily dresses from grandma, wouldn't that be a lovely picture and a lovely thing for grandma to receive? And Stuart, of course, he would be happy to do that. He's very friendly to Martha, and he wants to make her and her grandmother happy. So he says, I'd be happy to do that. No problem, my friend. You stand there. I'll take the best picture. It's gonna be great. All right, and that's a pretty great dialogue and a great start to learning about how we communicate with different flowers. We're gonna have much more on this topic very soon and in our next dialogue. So we'll see you then.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye. Martha and Stuart are at a botanical garden.
Wow, it's a sea of tulips. They're so colorful, like roses and orchids.
Hey, did you know that there's a tulip in almost every color?
Yes, that's why they're my favorite flower.
Really? I guess lilies. Many of your clothes have lilies on them.
Those clothes are from my grandmother. She calls me her little Lily.
That's so sweet. Look, there are some lilies over there.
Cool. Can you take my picture with them? I want to send it to my grandma.
I'd be happy to do that.
我们来复习一下这一课的重点单字跟文法。单字的部分 ，colorful 形容词，色彩缤纷的 ；guess 动词，猜想、推测 ；clothes 名词，衣服 ；grandmother 名词，祖母或者是外祖母。文法的部分 ，a sea of 一大片的 ，There was a sea of people in front of City Hall。市政府前人山人海。Did you know that 加主词加动词，你知道什么吗？用于发问者已知某资讯，确认对方是否知道。Did you know that ducks sometimes sleep with one eye open？ 你知道鸭子有时会睁着一只眼睛睡觉吗？现在是 Do you know？ 则是问对方当下是否知道某事。Do you know that your phone is ringing？ 你知道你的手机在响吗？That's so sweet， 好温馨。My mom leaves me a little note every day。我妈妈每天都留一张小纸条给我。That's so sweet， 好感人。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，那我们下一次再见喽，拜拜。
Wow, this actor is really under fire for the inappropriate comments he made on that talk show last night.
Under fire? Is he being attacked with guns or something?
No, it just means he's getting a lot of criticism from the media and public.
Oh, so it's like he's being attacked with words instead of bullets.
And judging by the backlash, it isn't going to die down anytime soon.
Well, I guess that's what you get for saying something like that on TV.
Hello, everyone. Today we'll be discussing the phrase under fire.
It originally meant being attacked by gunfire, but now it's often used to describe when someone is facing heavy criticism.
Right. It's like criticism is so intense, it feels almost like being in a real battle.
People often use it for politicians, celebrities, or companies under public scrutiny.
For example, the mayor came under fire after he announced the decision to cut funding for public services.
Or the company is under fire for its poor environmental record.
So next time a public figure is heavily criticized or held accountable for their actions, you can say they're under fire.
Exactly. And that's all for today.
See you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.